we raised a more serious round and had some money from the investors coming in. And we're going to need to actually show our investor that we were doing something. You guys made it so affordable. Everything is done remote. So I don't have to drive across town and sit in a meeting downtown in some CPA's office once a month in order to do all of this. You recommended the tools we needed, got us set up, I think through the zero accounting invoicing. Whenever we've had an invoicing problem, as we have grown and brought on new customers, y'all have been able to help us. And you've kept it at a flat rate that's predictable while we're still trying to get to a financially stable place. We did nothing before you guys, and now we do it all correctly. And we have advisors when we need to help us make sure we do more correctly as we need to. Knowing that there was an affordable price definitely matters. And she has the CPA experience, so she's knowledgeable and educated on it. She understood how to set up our finances. She's been able to help when we have cap table questions, when investors send us back requests for things. She'll sit down and give Brian and I 30 minutes an hour and walk us through what we need to do. So we get to learn alongside the things that we as executives need to know in running our business. So in some ways, we get a little bit of that CFO value that we do at times need, but we really don't have. I mean, we don't even need a fractional CFO. This is something that's so occasional, but it's so critical to be able to have that expertise to go to. And so I just felt that because y'all have so much experience working specifically with our type of business, we were going to be in better hands because y'all have already learned from your first customers what needed to be done. Onboarding with you guys, getting things handled. You knew how to process and manage all of this, how to get us situated and caught up on what we needed to. And it wasn't a hassle at all. And I've just always felt like you guys really know what you're doing and we can trust and count on you to do that. And you're available when we want to ask you, why you did something so that we can learn. Don't ever have to worry about getting a financial document to an investor for far less than the cost of even hiring a part-time bookkeeper that was in my office all the time. I always know my books are up to date, and when we grow, I know I'll be able to rely on you to help make sure we're still correct. And I spend so much of my time with engineers and with customers and dealing with insurance payers and a lot of complicated and sometimes frustrating healthcare bureaucracy. So having to also manage the books, it just would never have been done right otherwise. I'd never worry about our books up to date. I think that's the most important thing. You all have just far exceeded any expectations I could have about what's possible with accounting for a business. And I can say personally, I have now, since working with y'all, recommended other people. I know that other startups are working with you guys through those connections I've made. And so the fact that your customers are referring other people they know to you, I think that should be all the testament any business should need. Here's the other thing I'm going to say. Sometimes I see founders and like, oh, I have a friend and they have this corporate job somewhere, but they said they do bookkeeping for us on nights and weekends. I know you probably love that friend or relative and they're probably fantastic at their job, but you don't want that. You want somebody who's a professional in a contractual relationship doing this work for you. It is probably the most important thing to a business's success to have your financials in order. And if you can't motivate yourself to do it well enough, you definitely don't want friends and family dabbling in that. I don't think you'll find anyone who's more qualified and experienced. I think you guys have demonstrated that miles and miles. You guys seem to love doing it. And I say let people do what they love and give the stuff they don't love to someone who does love it.